Welcome into our final Big 12 win total video. Yeah, we're through. We're halfway through the power conferences. We got 2 left. I know I'm not going to finish before week 0, but I'll do it all before week 1. I already did the teams that are playing week 0, so that's all good. But we're talking about the Utah Utes here. This is easily the best team in the conference. I already bet them at plus 350 to win the division. I think plus 275 is like the best number. That's the worst number. Plus 320 is the best number now. So obviously good value I've already gotten. This is a really good team. They're a great offensive line. The front seven of the defense is amazing. The back seven, there is some question marks. They lost a couple of guys. That's a little bit of a concern, but they're not playing a high-powered throwing offense in the Pac-12 anymore consistently, right? Cam Rising's a quarterback, 6-year quarterback. I think everyone's forgetting about this guy. I think he's a good long shot Heisman Trophy winner, especially if he seems 11-1, 10-2. He's going to be in the conversation for Heisman Trophy winner. He's a 6th-year quarterback. This is a 6th-year quarterback. This is a guy at quarterback that defeated Caleb Williams twice, and no one's going to be talking about that. This is a guy in Cam Rising who lost to C.J. Stroud by 3 points, 48-45 in a Rose Bowl game. Nobody's going to be talking about that. This is the best team on paper. There's no questions about it. We love Kyle Whittingham at head coach, one of the best head coaches in all of college football. This is the best team on paper in the Big 12. There could be a big if there, if Cam Rising is able to stay healthy throughout the whole season. Win total is 9.5. It's pretty juiced to the over. It's like minus 160 on the over. You can get 8.5, minus 310 at BetRivers if someone out there would want to bet that. I don't know. That was a joke. How's it going to work when we go through the wins? We'll go through the losses. We'll talk about the middle games. That'll give us a side over or under. I'll say how much I like it, whether or not I am betting it. Start week 1, they're home for Southern Utah. Are you kidding me? This is a win. Week 2, home for Baylor in the non-con game. Yes, another non-con game. It's a non-conference game in a conference game because the contract was made before Utah joined the Big 12, so it is a non-con game. We're taking Utah at home. Week 3, they're on the road against Utah State. They're playing all the Utah teams here. This is also a win. Week 4, they're on the road against Oklahoma State. This is their hardest game in the schedule, and it comes in week 4 for them. This is an early game. This is one everyone should be watching. This is one everyone should be tuned into. Taking Oklahoma State in a close one. If Utah wins this game, Utah could very easily go 12-0. Very easily. I wouldn't be shocked if they go 12-0 if they got through this game. You'll see through the rest of the schedule. That's a win. That's a loss, though. They're 3-1. Week 5, they're home for Arizona. I have as a win, 4-1. So week 6 bye. Week 7, they're on the road against Arizona State. I have that one as a win. Week 8, they're home for TCU. I have as a win. Week 9, they're on the road against Houston. I have as a win. This team is 7-1 here. Week 10 bye. Week 11, they're home for BYU. That's another win. Week 12, they're on the road against Colorado. Yes, maybe Colorado can get them, but this is not like we don't know. We haven't seen Colorado. They've been in a conference with Colorado for a long, long time. I think they should get through Colorado with no problems. Especially with Cam Rising. I'm taking Colorado here. Utah. I'm taking Utah here. Week 13, they're home for Iowa State. I think Iowa State's a more improved team, but I think Utah's just too much for them. I'm taking this as a win. This team's 10-1. And week 14, they're on the road against UCF. Now, I can't predict this team to go 11-1. As much as I really, really want to, and based off mine, they might need to go 11-1 to get in the conference game. If Kansas State easy record goes 10-2 and Oklahoma State beats them and goes 10-2, they have to get to 11-1. But I just can't predict this team to go 11-1. And UCF, that travel of going from all the way across country, all the way to Central Florida, is going to get someone, right? And I don't know if it's going to get Utah per se, especially because the last game of the season, Utah's going to need the win desperately. But someone might trip up Utah. I'm just going to say it's going to be UCF, the road trip. It seems more likely with the road trip. I got 10-2. I got pretty easily over here for the Utah Utes. I haven't bet this yet because I think the better bet for me was them to win the Big 12 at plus 350. That number's already gone. It's plus 320 now. I think that was a better bet. Yes, I might put something on Utah to win the Big 12. You think maybe a better line is to get them to make the playoffs. I don't know those numbers off the top of my head. It's probably worse than the Big 12 conference because they can still get an out large. So I would just bet Big 12. Unless they're 11-1 and they lose, then they might still get in. But 10-2, I think, is the most likely outcome. I think 11-1 might be more likely than 9-3, and that's kind of crazy. If Cam Rising stays healthy, this team is really, really good. Really good. Yeah, and over 9.5 is minus 158 on FanDuel. Over 10 plus 135 at MGM. I just want to bet 10. That's a lot. Because if Rising goes down, it's kind of soiled, right? Over 9.5, minus 160 at DraftKings. So the books think the 10 is the number. It seems like to me 10 is the number. I just don't know necessarily what's their second loss on the schedule, because I could pretty easily pick out Oklahoma State as being the first loss. I don't know what the second loss is. It's hard to find. Maybe it's Colorado. Maybe it's UCF. Maybe it's like Arizona State on the road. I don't know, because this team's going undefeated at home. This team has lost like one home game since 2020 or something nuts. And that includes beating Caleb Williams at home. They're not losing at home. I would be shocked if they lose at home with this easy of a schedule. Every hard game they have is on at home, really. Arizona, Iowa State, right? They get all the good teams at home, and then the road, right? Oklahoma State, that's tough. That's so tough. If they win that game, this team, I think, can go undefeated. So I'm not betting over 9.5. I'm not telling you to bet 9.5. I'm not betting 9.5. I might, just because I'm a fan of this team. I'm a fan of Rising. I'm a fan of Utah in general as the team. I've been watching Rising's career all the way throughout. So they have a little soft spot for me. And I got the best number at plus 350, so I probably will put a little bit on this over. But I'm not telling you to bet it. I'm not putting it on my official betting card. This is a little secret one, though, for people that are actually watching. If you want more win total videos, all the Big 12, we're done. All the Big 12. Please go watch the Oklahoma State one. That one was really good. But if you want all the Big 12, they're in a playlist on my channel. You can hit the subscribe button, too, while you're at it. If you want all my college football win total videos, they're on another playlist on my channel. Tomorrow, we are doing either the SEC or the Big 10. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. And then this weekend, I'm going to be in my college dorm, so it's going to be a new background. No longer this. Probably just going to be a plain wall. We'll see how that goes. Ultimately, I am Josh Wissey, taking the over, 9.5. I think I have to, right? Thank you. Hope you guys like these win total videos.